So to pitch fire starters are in 2 bags. The bag with handles on them is the bag where the poles are. You get the poles out first, and the bag that doesn't have any handles is where the top of the fabric goes, and you've got little pegs. Here, you should have around 18 pegs, that's how many you need to pitch this type of tent. So to get the poles out, they are all colour coded. They don't come colour coded, we colour code ours. Like that. And this is number 4. So they've all got colours on them, and the order we use is red, green, red, orange. So I'll explain why we use that later on, and I'll show you where things actually go for red, orange. But I always pair them up to start with. So get all the red ones together and get all the orange ones together. Alright, so there's 3 sizes of poles. So the green ones are the really tall ones for us, and there's 2 red which are medium, and then the oranges are the smaller ones. It's mainly about the leg size, just because you want it kind of in a wee dome shape like that. So get the tarp out, undo it, and roll it out like that. And you'll need some people to help you unroll it. So you want, just unroll it and see which way. It's a long way. See these wee holes here? You want them on the ground. So you want that more on the ground, so you put it down that way, and then you want it going along the ways like that. Oh, that's grand. Here, they are very long, they do get smaller after time. So how it works, so this is like the tall wall, so you want a red one here, and then you want it to go up to the highest point, which is the green, and then you want it to go down a bit more to a red, and then down a lot more to an orange. Okay. So the poles are like this. So one's got a clip and one doesn't have a clip. You want, so for a red, you want a non-clip on one side and then a clip on the other, and then you also want a leg on one side and a leg on the other. So you want to do that for all of them. So putting the poles in, there's quite a lot of ways to do this. This is how I find the easiest way. As there's 2 poles, I always put the one with no clip through first. Just because it's easier to get through, so put that to the other side. And what I do is there's a wee hole bit here, this is the hole, and that goes all the way through there. So what I do is I put it through the hole, and then what I do is I pull the fabric all the way back, right? So the pole comes out the other end, but it is quite tough fabric, so you need to start from the bottom, just work your way up through until it comes out the other side. But it takes a while to do. Can you see the pole coming? You should be able to. And then if you flip over, the pole should, in theory, just be coming out there. And it comes out there. So you see that? Can you get a long shot? So it kind of comes out the other end. And then you can just stick the clip pole through, with the clip in there. The clip going like that, push up and then squeeze it in. So red to red. Push it in, and then all you need to do is Ellen will just pull back the fabric, and then that's the pull in. Okay, and then you do the same for all the other ones. Right, so there's a wee clip on one of these, and they're quite hard to put in. So how you do it is, I'll try and get this one, is you put the clip in first, and then you kind of pull the pole towards it. So you're kind of pulling the pole so the clip pushes down, if that makes sense. So the clip can push down like that. So the clip in and then push it up and that'll fit in. But if you just go like that, it won't actually fit in. But put the pole in and then pull it up a bit and it'll clip in, and that's a strong fit. Cool. So the next bit is to, before you put the other poles in and put the tent up, I always decide where I want it to go. So I only pick out one side, and it's so I don't want this tent to go any further this way. So maybe you're in a boundary area and the line's just there, so this is like as close to your boundary as possible, and it means the tent will go any further this way. So I only pitch out one side of the tent, and I put it down. What's also really important is what's also really important is you don't want the wind hitting the top wall, so the wind can go over, because it will kind of be a dome shape. So you want the wind to go over the tent and not hit the main wall, because that will just be quite annoying. There you go. Alright, so the next bit is putting the legs all in. So I always have the legs facing one way, so all the legs will be facing this way. So put the legs in again, just clip them in, and slot them in, and have it just lying down, facing that way. And you go all the way along, make sure all the legs are facing the same way. That's so that if I put it that way and someone's working there, it won't hit them. So I have them all facing the same way, and then everybody knows where they all are. Alright, so before you lift it, make sure you put a mallet to the end of the tent, right, where you want to peg it out, okay? Then everyone needs to grab a pole starting from the end you're lifting, right, because you'll move along. So if everyone can grab a pole, here, so I'm here, you're there, Katie, you can go to that one there, and then I'll run to that one after. Cool, so 3, 2, 1, me and Taylor lift up first, then Ella and Hal, right, and you make sure that they're up and that they're straight, right, and then you walk along a bit more, and then you carry on, and then make sure someone's holding the one where me and Taylor are, so Katie, can you come here? Cool. Right, so once that's up, you just want to quickly get 2 pegs, again the smaller pegs, not the longer pegs, and just mallet the corners in just now, and that will make it stand up. I wouldn't mallet them all the way in properly yet, because you might need to move them. I would just check them out first, put them in first, and then do the other side as well. Right, again trying to make them all straight as possible, because you might have to move them but you don't really want to, and also try and get it a bit tight because you don't want any sag like that, so you want it tight, because sag ain't that good. Okay, then what you do is you go along the tent and try to make sure that all the poles are like this. So a lot of the time they might be pulled out like that. You don't want that. You want them all in and kind of even so that it drips down, and that all the poles are nice and straight as well. You don't want any like that or it'll fall down. Right, nice and straight, and you want it nice and tight, which it kind of is. We need to move that corner, but the rest of them look pretty good to me. Okay, so once you've done the 2 sides and once it's up, you need to do the guy lines. So you just undo the knot, obviously, and actually untangle, and put it down a bit. And if you're in a patrol competition camp, you kind of want them all to be equal. But if you're not, then you're kind of fine. But it's just about that size, and then just hit them in again into the ground. Try and make them all the same length, because if they're all different lengths then they'll all be a trip hazard. But yeah, so straight down. So fine. Alright, so once you've done all the guy lines, or once the guy lines are mostly done, peg out the middle one, and then you can peg out the other 2. Again, make sure they're at an angle. On the ground nicely, and then just put the flappy bit there. And that's fine. Alright, so it's really important that these are actually quite spread apart, because if they sag, it'll collect a lot of water if it rains. So just keep it nice and tight. If it does rain, try and get the water off. Don't hit it too much or you'll kind of ruin the fabric. But just try and get the water off by just one push up. If Beth goes over there and walks quite far back, you'll see how it's in a dome shape. So this is the highest point, and then it goes down. So again, you want the wind's coming from this direction, so you want the wind to go over the tent and not hitting there. If you're having fires and stuff in the tent, because they are fireproof, you'd want the fire kind of in this area. You want to keep your wood here, and you want like a table on this side. That's how the kind of layout works. Because if you have your wood on this side, it's a bit waste time. But the wood in that bit area there, because you can't really stand up in there, and then fire here, so you've got the highest point, and the table there where you can do cooking and stuff. Cool. Alright, so to unpitch this tent, you start off with the guy lines again. So you pull out the pegs as much as you can. Be careful with these pegs. If you have a mallet, you smack them, they're really likely to snap. So I do recommend pulling them out. And then again, make sure that you are pulling them up to the top, halving them, and just tying a figure of 8 knot. It's really important you tie the knots, as it will be really annoying when trying to get in the bag and they're all loose. So putting it down, you want everyone on at least 1 or 2 poles, and you want to first of all agree on where the legs are going to go. So we're going to go the legs going out this way. So we're going to drop the tent that way, right? You kind of want it all in balance. I'll be able to do that one. All at the same time, kind of going down, and you want to lower it down slowly as possible. Right, make sure it doesn't land on anyone's head. Once you've done that, you can then just pair up and you can just pull out the poles on either side. Pull to that one. And then probably get everything in the war. And just collect all the poles and put them all in the same place. Be careful again that you don't hit anyone with the pole, because the pole to the head ain't that good. The pole bag is the one with the handles that are really important because they're heavier to grab. Just put them all in. It's the pole bag. Okay, so once the tent is down like this along the ground, you want to see how much space you have. So we don't have that much space on that side, so we'll take out these pegs first and we can pull it along here. What I would do is I would just wiggle them out and try and pull them out as much as you can, but if you can't, get a mallet. But you want to try to put the smaller pegs in here anyway, so they should come out easy enough. If you do hit them, be really, really careful because they are very likely to snap in the ground. But you should just need to give them a wiggle and they come out quite simply like that. And just do them for this side and that side, and then we're going to pull the fabric out this way once we've done that. Okay, so folding up the tent, so it's quite basic. Grab a corner, take it halfway. Okay, and then you grab this corner and bring it halfway again. Then you half one side, completely over it. Match at the corners. Then you tuck in these bits here. So maybe about a foot in, and just make sure all the guy lines are in that bit there. Tuck them under here. Pull away a bit more. And then it's easy to get the bag later on. Then you pull this corner over again. Next corner. Fold it over again. The corner. And then let's roll from the open end. So that's open. I roll from the open end just so it stays a bit closed. It's a bit hard because all the guy lines and stuff are in it, but that should be fine. Now, if Ellen stays there, I'll grab the bag. And what's really good, if you just quickly check that it's going to fit in. Before you put it in, that's going to fit. I just put in a little bit. So Ellen holds it. And what you can do is, because if we just try and push that in, it's quite hard. So if Ellen holds the bag and I lift up the tent, it should, in theory, slide in. Grab it from the tent. Like so. And that is the fire shelter. Put away.